Ajnanatimirandasya
Om Ajnanatimirandasya
Jnananjana Salakaya
Jnananjana Salakaya
Chakshurunmilitam yena
Chakshurunmilitam yena
Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah
Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Advaita Gadadhara
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brnda
Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brnda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. Today I am going to talk about precaution. Tamil 107.5 megahertz. Anybody wants to hear in Tamil, you can tune to your cell phone 107.5 megahertz. Tamil கேட்கறதுக்கு 107.5 megahertz. Today I am talking about precaution. Caution, precaution. Is it correct? Caution. Have you seen anywhere that caution? Where and how?
Board there.
Huh? Caution. That is somebody else is
Washing.
causing us. Somebody else is causing us. Please be careful. It is dangerous. That is someone else is causing us. Our Krsna Consciousness is causing us. Chant minimum 16 rounds. Otherwise, you are guaranteed not going to take human body next birth. This is the caution. Isn't it? Follow for regulative principles. Otherwise you don't become surrendered soul to Krishna. So these are all the cause. Somebody comes late, the caution is latecomers. They are very early for next class, not for the present class. So there are so many causes. But an intelligent person should take precaution. Isn't it? What is the precaution? What is caution we have seen now? What is precaution?
If you take that, it will not happen. Avoid it.
Not to do any offense.
One person himself is taking some cautions. He is taking all the cautions, remembering all the cautions, and not get into the dangerous situation. How many of you are taking precautions before coming to this class? How many of you, no one is taking any precaution? Casually you are coming and casually you are going.
Vaishnava dress. Vaishnava dress.
Vaishnava?
Dress.
Acha. It's very much precautions to wear Vaishnava dress.
Not to come late.
Not to come late. Very correct. Any other precautions you are taking? before coming to class, better to finish off. Huh? Before riding your car, better to fill up your petrol tank. Huh? Very good. Any other thing? Precautions? Huh?
Revise.
Remembering what I taught in the last previous class. Isn't it? So, we are taking some precautions, but still we are not, huh? Successful, perfect, we are not, huh? Sorry? Not following, as though we are taking some precautions, we are not successful. Huh? The caution is faulty or our precaution is faulty? Which is faulty? Huh? What is faulty here? We are taking some cautions, remembering some cautions, we are taking some precaution, but we are not successful, we are not satisfied. What could be the reason for that unsuccessful? Not following properly the statements of cautions. Why, how can you combine this mercy of Krishna to this one? The same thing, if you are not cautious, Krishna is not going to give you mercy. Same thing.
We had mercy of Krishna, then our precautions have exist.
So Krishna is faulty then. He is not showering mercy upon you.
I did not behave in such a way that I...
You said that the fault is within you. The same thing is telling. He is not cautious. Huh?
Not taking the guardians seriously.
Not is the same thing only. We are not that much serious. Casually we are doing. Huh? You see? What could be the cause for unsuccessfulness?
Not fully accepting the instructions.
Same.
Determination.
I am trying to find the word. Huh?
Determination.
Precaution. Then I want some particular word. Precaution, opposite word. I am giving you the tip. Precaution, what is the opposite word of
Negligence.
Negligence. We are neglecting. We are not accepting the caution from the bottom of our heart. Huh? Something else is also there. You may be very, very cautious in some angle and you are negligent in some other angle. Please understand. As he was telling, not prepared to understand what the last class, then also we may not, if the class is continuous, we cannot get along. Isn't it? Negligence. Now we should understand that how much you are cautious, there is some effect. And the effect for him, for how much you are negligent. We have both results. How much we are cautious, that gets one result. How much we are negligent, that also have some effect. Which one will be stronger? Cautious or negligent? Which will be the stronger?
Negligence.
This is only guessing. No. Negligent is more effective than the cautiousness. You know the probability, no? Permutations and probability. In that one, even that one occasion which it's not going to happen, that may also cause, then 100% you are failure. Isn't it? Like that when even Krishna doesn't accept, is not sanctioning, then the entire thing is waste. There are something we have to understand, we cannot neglect. We know how to be cautious, that is good, but we are neglecting something which is very, very important than cautious. Huh? Isn't it? Can anyone tell one example for this one? No? We are very, very cautious at one angle, and we are very much negligent at some other angle. That's why we are not successful.
For example, we are cooking very nicely, cutting vegetables, so negligent to put salt.
Okay. Very nice. Huh? One dish, vegetable dish, and without salt. Huh? That is negligent. Huh? He neglected. Neglected means you should understand one more point also. This I don't accept as neglect. Huh? This forgetfulness. Neglect means intentionally avoiding that. That is negligence. Not putting salt in the dish is not negligence. Huh? That is forgetfulness. Helmet. You forgot. You forgot. That is called a forgot.
That day he got accident and
No, you can say how he is negligent. As though he remembered. As though his wife was warning, better to have helmet. But he neglected. You understand? Daily he used to wear, but that particular day he forgot. You cannot say that he neglected. Huh? If somebody is warning him, he himself is telling, better to have helmet. No, I don't care. And even the wife is telling, please wear your helmet. And tell, no, it's all right, no problem. Then you are neglectful. Yes?
I was cautious about entering some particular tube for a Kirtan. But I didn't practice that.
Yes, correct. Yeah. You are very nice in doing Kirtan, but you neglected to take this one. Which effect is more prominent? Negligence, isn't it? You understand? Why all the people, many, not I cannot say all, many people after they are chanting but they are not happy. The statement is chant and be happy. Many are chanting but not happy. Is it correct or not? Can anyone tell that, keeping their hand on the heart and tell that, I am very, very happy, I am chanting nicely, I am happy. Can anyone, is there to do like that one? Keeping their hand on the heart and telling that, yes, I am chanting and I am happy. No one? It means what? The precaution may have some effect, but you are neglecting many, many things. Isn't it? No? We are neglecting to take care of pronunciation. Isn't it? And incomplete Mahamantra, attention, absorption. So many things are there. Isn't it? So, whenever we are thinking that I am very, very cautious, at the same time you have to think that I should not be negligent in any way. Right? Jadabharata, he was very, 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 very careful he doesn't want to get involved in material activities. He renounced everything, even the kingdom, and he went to forest. Isn't it? After going there, he got attached to the lady, baby lady. Isn't it? So he neglected
Wife.
devotional service. He neglected to remember even Krishna. Isn't it? So he was not successful in that life. So we should be very, very careful. We have the golden opportunity to be in ISKCON movement, and we are not taking precautions. We are not causes of our negligence. That's why we are not successful. Is it? Negligence in the process of chanting. You may take so many precautions. I'm alone. I'm in front of photo, Krishna photo. I'm in front of Tulasi, a plant. But your mind is reeling somewhere else. You are neglecting to control your mind. So you are not successful. Isn't it? I know one person comes to temple, but I don't know, I'm not seeing in temple. When lecture is going on, I am unable to see the person. He is unable to come and take the chatari. But he comes to temple. It's very, very cautious to come to the temple. But he's not cautious to avoid some not neglectable activities. You understand? Coming to the class and our mind is going somewhere else. Isn't it? The story we know now, the two friends, one is going to the temple, another is going to the prostitute. The prostitute, the friend is always thinking the friend who is going to the temple. And the temple person always thinking the person going to the prostitute. Isn't it? Everybody knows this one. So the person going to the temple is very, very cautious, but he is very much neglectful. Isn't it? And the person going to the prostitute is not that much cautious, but is very much cautious of negligence. Isn't it? You understand this point? So we should try to not neglect the important one. What is the very, very important one in Bhagavad Gita sloka? Everybody has to work. Isn't it? At least to maintain himself he has to work. Regarding the work, Krishna has given us very, very nice sloka regarding this karma. Can anyone tell what is the sloka? Karma nyevadikaraste. Isn't it? This is very much, we have to be very, very cautious of the sloka. Karma nyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have to do your duty. There is no, in doing your duty, there is no negligence means, now I told this word before that one, you have to do your duty.
Not expecting results.
No, that is next one. For the first one, you have to tell something negative of that one. You have to do your duty. What is the negative of that one? Krishna is telling, you sit here. We have to sit that one. What is the opposite one? You are not sitting there. Huh? You have to do your duty. You cannot escape from your duty. You cannot, isn't it? Avoid doing your duty. If you avoid, you are neglectful. Isn't it? Ma palesu kadachana. Kadachana means even to little extent. You cannot get attached to the results of reaction. We are very, very nice. We are not attached to our this one. But still, we have some attachment. We are neglecting. We are completely not giving the fruits to the Krishna. We are neglecting that thing. Is there anyone can tell that 100% I am devoting for the pleasure of Krishna? Isn't it? We are neglectful. Isn't it? Karmanye vadhikarasti ma palesu kadachana ma karma pala hetu. I am the cause for the results of my action. The final factor in an action is sanction of Krishna. Who can claim that I am the cause for that one? Unless Krishna doesn't give, we cannot. Is it? The final one is only Krishna sanctions. But we are neglecting. We are neglecting Krishna. And we are telling, I am person, I am doing. I am doing, I am doing. Without me it is not possible. Isn't it? Ma karma pala hetu mate sangaspa karmani. You cannot. You cannot avoid your duty. Isn't it? The fourth one is?
You cannot be without doing.
Huh?
Not performing of the state duties also.
You cannot be without doing duty. You have to.
That is the very first one.
Not get attached to not performing the duties.
What does it mean? Karmanye vadhikaraste ma palesu kadachana ma karma pala hetu mate sangasva karmani. What is the fourth one? Many, many times I told you the four things. Huh?
Should not take the cause.
Uh-huh.
Should not take the cause.
Third one. You are the cause.
Karmanye vadhikaras. Just tell the sloka and then give the meaning. Huh? It's very, very important. Today class is only on this this sloka. Take
You
the
have a
sloka.
right to do your duty.
Huh?
You have a right to do your duty.
You have the right to do duty.
You cannot ma palesu
Should not be
kadashna.
attached to the fruit.
Results
So you have a right to do the duty. What is the negligence in that one? Huh? Avoiding doing your duty.
That's the fourth.
That is negligence. Huh? I am working in wine shop. Someone came and told that you are not shameful. You are working in wine shop. Huh? Then he is resigning from the job. Then
It's not. He's avoiding.
he is avoiding, isn't it? So he is neglecting something. What is that he is neglecting?
Krishna's sanction.
Because of Krishna he was put in that situation. I am negating even Krishna's sanction. I am neglecting Krishna's sanction if I try to escape from that position. No, everybody understood this one? So wherever we are, whichever be the position we are in, that is sanctioned by Krishna, we cannot neglect to accept that position. we have the statement that anything that comes upon us must be
Accepted as necessary.
accepted. Then why, if I am put into the shop, wine shop, as a worker, how can I, You got the point? How can I negate it one, the sanction of Krishna? I'm neglecting the sanction of Krishna. I'm very, very cautious not to work in a wine shop. I'm very, very cautious not to work in wine shop, but I'm neglectful. The sanction of Krishna. You understand the point? No? If I neglect the sanction of Krishna, what the effect of that one? What is the effect of that one? I am neglecting Krishna's sanction. Oh, Krishna put me in this one, but I don't stay here. I will escape. Now Krishna cannot do anything me. Isn't it? Krishna wants me here, but I don't want. I can escape. Is it? So we are Krishna conscious. But we are claiming, I don't want to work in the wine shop. It's better I can become full-time devotee. It's not neglectful of Krishna consciousness. How many of us realize this point? Why you are all silent? Is this correct or not? Everybody accept this one?
There is a
No one can refute me?
There is a prescribed duty. It's still prescribed duty.
Prescribed duty, yeah.
He is telling prescribed duty. You have to right to perform. Now
What
that
is the prescribed duty?
for the soul only the prescribed or body.
Who said? Prescription is required for what?
For the deceased person.
Prescription is required for what? A healthy person?
No, for the patient.
So what is the disease here you have? Well, spiritual disease or material disease?
Material disease.
So material duty. Your prescribed duty is material duty. Prescription is for only disease, not for the sound health. Am I correct or not? Prescribed duty means
It's only material.
what I sanctioned and put you in some situation, material situation, you have to accept that one. You have some disease. Now I have given you
Prescription.
prescription. What is that prescription? You do your duty. And don't neglect to do that one. Don't get attached to that one. Don't think that you are the cause for the results. Isn't it? Doctor is prescribing some medicine that is very, very bitter. You have to accept that one. No, it is bitter and I don't take. You have to take. No, I don't want to take. You have to take. Is it? You cannot avoid taking. After taking you become strong, cured. You cannot say that because of me I am cured. I cured myself. Is it correct? You understand? The analogy we have to very nicely, we should explicitly understand the plan. Clearly, cognizantly, you should understand the point. The sloka gives so much deep realizations. Why Krishna is telling? I am not fool. Krishna is fooling me. He wants me to work and he wants me not to get to test the results. He doesn't want me to even avoid working that one. As I am doing, I got this result and he is telling me I cannot claim for the results. What a fool Krishna. Krishna is making me a fool. A materialist person thinks like this one. because that is completely the influence of Maya. Huh? I earn this much money, I am using for my family. Huh? Then you are taking care of your family. You are neglecting Krishna. Krishna is the person who maintains all. Eko bhavana vidhati kaman. All the desires of others. I am only the person I am fulfilling. You cannot fulfill your desire. That's not possible. That's the material world. Isn't it? In the beginning I told that even the accumulation of material appliances may not help you in your most dangerous situations. But if you have little advancement in Krsna consciousness, that is going to. If you get attached to your results, your material accumulation, that is advancement in spiritual life. Which is that one? You are claiming yourself that this is my result, this is I only work, this is mine. When you are accumulating your material appliances, this is your advancement in spiritual life. Material advancement, material accumulation. Isn't it? If you give up that result to Krishna, then you are advancing spiritually. You are accumulating material appliances, you are neglecting Krishna, the Supreme Father, the whole. You are the part and parcel, Krishna is the whole. Being a whole, part and parcel, you are neglecting your whole, then you are the sufferer. Being cautious is not that much only important. Being not neglectful is also equally important. Then only you are leading spiritual life. You understand? Many of us, we are very, very cautious and we are most neglectful. Coming to the program and going somewhere else. Coming to the program thinking something else. You can analyze yourself, how Krishna is treating you. You may have some material action. That material action, if you connect to Krishna, the very material action becomes spiritual. In that way, you are advancing spiritually. As you are advancing spiritually, your material duty, that is diminishing. You may show yourself that you are devotee and you are neglectful. Then you are suffering. You will have only material activities, more and more. You can analyze yourself, please. Many people, they are suffering, I know. But still they are neglectful. They do not know. The false ego is there, no? That doesn't allow them that they are neglectful. Who is Radharani? Who is Radharani? Internal potency of Krishna. Without internal potency of Krishna, a man cannot, without the internal potency, a man cannot be successful, happy, without internal potency. If your heart is paining, can you be happy? Your heart is very, very happy, then you are also happy. The internal energy of Krishna is Radharani. There is no difference between Krishna and Radha. Radha is female gender and Krishna is male. Isn't it? That's only the difference. Otherwise there is no difference between Radha and Krishna. Without Radha, Krishna is incomplete. Huh? Without Krishna, Radha is incomplete. Isn't it? Such Radha, she worships the lotus feet of Krishna. Huh? You understand my point? There is no difference between Radha and Krishna. There is no necessity for Radha to worship Krishna's lotus feet, but still she worships. Anyone saw that picture? Radha worshipping lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna is standing, Radharani offering some flowers. Huh? Isn't it? Such a elevated Radharani, number one among the all gopis. She is depending upon Krishna for her own maintenance. Huh? What about us? Why we should depend on ourselves? Why don't we depend on Krishna? Huh? We do not want to allow that task to go to Krishna. We want to take ourselves. This is the false ego. We are not obedient. In each verse of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, surrender to me, surrender to me, surrender to me. But we by heart all the verses and we don't surrender, we don't surrender, we don't surrender. What is the symptom of the surrender? In Bhagavad Gita, what is the symptom of surrender? Karisye vachanam tava. Krishna, anything that you say, I accept. I do that one. Is there anyone like that one? No. I will try to find faults with your statement. Then I am great. Isn't it? If I find faults with others, I am great. I am such a great, intelligent person. Such persons can surrender to Krishna. Please understand how much you are neglecting Krishna. You may be very, very cautious, but how much you are neglectful, you do not know. Huh? But person may earn 50,000 rupees and he spends 70,000. What will happen? Varavu yettina, selavu pattana, kadisile tumbna. Clear? Is it? Earning 8,000, spending 10,000. How you can be happy? Huh? So how much I am cautious in ISKCON? I am chanting 16,000, following for regulatory principles, doing everything. But we do not know how much we are neglectful. That's why I am not happy. Can anyone realize that point? Is it? If I say something scolding me, that's how, oh, this person is always scolding me. Isn't it? So now we should understand my advancement, my falling down is due to myself. It is not due to someone else. I am in this ISKCON for 30 years, but I am not advanced. Krishna is not helping me. Krishna not showering his mercy. Krishna is such a hard, so stone-hearted person. 30 years I am chanting Baba, but he is really Krishna, useless fellow. Shiva is very, very nice. See? So the preachers should take care of all these things. We cannot blame the followers. The preacher should understand that why my follower is not complete and perfect. How much is cautious, how much is neglectful. When you are neglectful, then only the preacher is chastising you. That we should understand. Isn't it? You do your duty, prescribed duty. We already spoke that one Now you see, you do your duty and you should have your consciousness of
Krishna.
Krishna. You are doing not for yourself, you are doing for Krishna. You cannot avoid doing. You are doing for Krishna, then where is the point of getting attached to the results? The results is Krishna. Isn't it? You avoid to act, then you are neglecting for Krishna. Huh? So please understand, and in each and everything we are very, very cautious about how much we are negligent. Huh? We are coming to the class. How many of us are very cautiously, attentively hearing this one, accepting to the heart? If you don't accept in our heart, we are neglecting. So that effect will be more powerful. Then how much cost? I am coming, Prabhuji, daily I am calling the person. He is not coming to the class, but I am very, very regular to my class. Huh? So cause is to come, but neglecting to accept what is given in this class. That's why he is not getting the mercy of Krishna. To invite somebody else. Huh? And we are blaming that person. Prabhuji, daily I am calling, but he is not coming. So great, you see, so great, huh? Isn't it? This ignorantly we are doing. That false ego is still there remaining within our heart. As long as we have the false ego, we may be very, very cautious, but we are completely neglectful. Huh? Isn't it? We cannot blame anyone else. Please understand. As long as we are blaming someone else, then we are neglecting Krishna. The other person is behaving with you in that way because of Krishna's sanction. Isn't it? And you deny that one, means you are neglecting Krishna. So last class also, according to my realization, I spoke perfect and complete. Huh? And this also, for this week, I got this realization. Krishna wants me to speak on this subject. This is the precaution and the negligence. Huh? It is good to be precautious, but it is the worst to become neglectful. Huh? We cannot neglect anything. Because of our negligence, we are not successful. Huh? Is it? Even the boon given to the Holika by Brahma, the boon was not successful. Isn't it? It's neglected. Holika neglected Krishna. Holika neglected the boy who is doing devotional service. She is very, very cautious. What is the cautiousness of her? I got the boon. I will never get burnt. Huh? That's very, very cautious. Remembers all these things. Yes, I got the boon. But I neglected power of Krishna. Power of the holy name. The boy is chanting. Huh? Why people are futile in their lives? Because of negligence of the truth, unknown truth. We have to know that one. Krishna is complete and perfect. We think that I am also complete and perfect. It's not that one. If you neglectful of something means you are not complete and you are not perfect. Isn't it? Time spent cannot be
Returned.
by
Millions.
Any amount of
Money.
the time spent we cannot get back. Even with any amount of material appliance, because time is Krishna. The very same Krishna can be won by devotional service. Sthane sthita. In that one, if you stick to your position, whatever may be the position, you just hear and speak, read about Krishna, you can win the heart of Krishna who will never be defeated by anyone. No one can defeat Krishna. To such a Krishna's heart we can win. By staying in wherever, whatever be the position I am given by Krishna, whether I am in wine shop or I am in a slaughterhouse, I am working, but still I stick to that work and remember Krishna, talk about Krishna, read about Krishna, feel about Krishna, then we are successful. We can win the heart of Krishna. It's very, very difficult. In MBA there is the program, winning the hearts of others, influencing the friends, how to influence them. We can influence our friends. We can influence even the judges. We can buy even the justice. But we cannot win the heart of Krishna. But it's very, very simple. Wherever you are put into the situation by Krishna. You accept it that one with all your humility and think of Krishna. Feel about Krishna. Read about Krishna. Speak about Krishna. The life is successful. You can win the heart of Krishna. So don't try to escape. Don't find faults with others. Remain in the same state. If you forget Krishna, you are neglecting Krishna. We may be very, very cautious. All the parents are very, very cautious, but they are neglectful of Krishna. That's why they are not successful. For this material world, the important person, not to be neglected person, is Krishna. Krishna is the source of all. If you neglect Krishna, whatever may be the thing we accumulate, that's mere waste. That's not going to come with us. So do yat karosi, yat dasnasi, yat juhosi, yadasi yat tapassasi kaunteya, tat kurusva madarpana. Krishna very nicely telling you, do anything that you want to do, but do as a sacrifice to me. Why you are neglectful that one? Everyone knows that sloka. Everyone is said that one. But we are neglectful of Krishna. We are chanting 16 rounds daily, getting up early in the morning, and we are neglectful of Krishna. That's why we are all suffering. So please understand, not to suffer means we have to be Krishna conscious. Otherwise, no use. You may construct a skyscraper. China, it was number one, is it? So many things, so many China. Even they started making rice, nylon rice, as good as rice, no one can distinguish. Isn't it? Such a very, very intelligent person. They completely neglected Krishna. Who is going to consume that one? Krishna's children. They cheated Krishna. What happened? What's the fate of China? Daily, they're telling, they know the source, how to kill the virus. But still, the number of persons getting into that, affected by that is increasing. They are telling that it cannot stay in higher temperature. That's why they are telling better to take hot water, hot water, hot water. Everybody must be taking. But still, the number is increasing. One person told this is because of Sunny. Sunny just changed the thing, no? Sunny can do anything. Sunny is all good. Huh? That's it. Sunny is all good. The fan is very good, no? Swami, the breeze is very good. Somebody who is suffering with fever, cold, and then he comes and sits here, the very fan, no? That's not good for him. That's very good for me. The influence of the fan is the same. But the condition, our condition is how? If the condition is good, this is very good. If the condition is worse, that is the worst one. We cannot blame fan, no? Isn't it? We have to change our consciousness. If we keep Krishna within our heart, there is no problem. Huh? Isn't it? Krishna can resist anything, anyone and anything. He is the powerful person. So it is better to be cautious and not better to be ignorant. Isn't it? Neglectful. In our, this one, what is the, not to neglect in our chanting of Hare Krishna? Pronunciation. How, what are the unwanted way of pronouncing? Hare, Ram, Rama. Sometimes Rama, Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Rama. That is also we can notice. Rama, Rama. It is not Rama, Rama. It is Rama, Rama. In some people, in some situations, they pronounce Rama, Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. They don't say Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So these are all neglectful in pronouncing. So like that one we have to be very, very cautious not to be neglectful. Okay? Is there? How long time it went?
53 minutes.
53. Okay. I don't remember anything. I just Krishna wants me to speak about this cause is precaution. Causes, caution and precaution also. Okay, is there any doubt or clarification required for anyone? Please come forward. This and all I am giving only the practical. Krishna wants me to speak only practical things.
Is negligence,
Huh?
is it because of ignorance, mode of ignorance?
Mode of ignorance, particularly if you go analyze that one, this is because of your desire. Ultimately the desire. That desire, because of the desire only the whole world is going on. If you all have only one desire to please Krishna, then this material world is not necessary, Maya is not necessary, sun is not necessary, moon is not necessary, seasons are not necessary, nothing is necessary. This also become spiritual world. In spiritual world there is no, in spiritual world there is no, there is no, there is no, in spiritual world there is no,
Suffering.
there is no,
Negligence.
there is no change. Huh? But here everything is changed. In spiritual world nothing is changed. That is stationary. Present tense only. No future, no past. No time. This wonderful one. So here everything is changing according to our desire. So our desire should be only to please Krishna. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekehe kurunandana. If our desire is, no, let me please my wife, let me please my husband, let me please my baby, Huh? Then and all we have to face the consequences and we have to suffer this, that, so many complications. Huh? Intricacies of action and reaction. No one can understand that one. Yes.
The Holika example you gave. Holika is very confident about her boon, but he does not know about the power of devotional service.
Okay.
She is ignorant actually, she does not know. So is it like, can we call that as negligence, or she is not intelligent that way?
She may not know the power of holy name, but she knows that Prahlad is doing devotional service. So you cannot say that one, she is ignorant of devotional service. She is ignorant of the power of holy names, power of devotional service. As though she knows that he is doing devotional service and she is neglecting his devotional service. This is forgetfulness or negligence? Forgetfulness means how the same situation can be made. The same situation can be made. Forgetfulness means if she thinks that he is not doing devotional service, he is just loitering here, there and all. But she knows that it's always chanting Narayana, Narayana and all. She knows that he is doing devotional service. Then it is only negligence, not forgetfulness. Okay? Any other question?
This is exceptional case.
What exception?
This Holika case.
Uh,
Because normally, even Krishna also respect the boon given by the Buddhas. Here only we saw that
is disrespectful to Brahma? You mean to say? No. Your statement, he always considered even the demigods. But here,
he never break actually.
huh?
He never break. Whatever boon given by demigod,
Huh?
he will very, without breaking that, he will do all that.
So he is conditioned?
Without breaking that,
Krishna is conditioned or Krishna is independent?
Krishna is independent.
Huh?
Independent.
Then how can say that when he neglected Brahma's boon? If Brahma tells, why Krishna you broke my boon? Brahma himself is telling to Holika, you misused my boon. Then where is the question of Krishna neglecting Brahma?
Because in Hiranyakashipu's case, he is very carefully, without breaking that, he did all.
Very correct. But still the intention of Hiranyakashipu is not to be killed. That intention is gone now. He used his intelligence, but his intelligence is not useful. Material appearance is not beneficial. Isn't it? There is more power, that is Krishna's power. If Brahma is fighting with Krishna, why you Krishna, I gave boon to Holika, why you are breaking my boon to her? Then what you are telling, we may to some extent accept. But Brahma himself is scolding Holika. You cut my nose, I have given you some boon, you misused that one. So it is not that how much we are cautious, we should not be neglectful. We cannot think that I am standing at the top of the position. Top of the position means only when you are with Krishna. With Brahma you are not topmost. With Lord Shiva you are not topmost. With Ganesha you are not topmost. With Durga Devi you are not topmost. When you are God connected to Krishna, you are the topmost. Isn't it? So this is the point we should understand. There are so many levels. The topmost level is only to attach to Krishna. That is topmost. Aham sarvasya prabhava, matta sarvam pravartate. Matta parataram, na anyat. So this and all we have to tell always. Krishna cannot commit any mistake. Krishna never offend anyone. Krishna never does any sinful action. This alone we cannot forget. Huh? That's the point. That's clear your doubt? Huh? The person, Brahma himself is telling what Holika did is wrong. That there is no question of raising question with the Krishna action. Anything else? Okay then. Next class will be here and Sundar Murari is going to take class. I will also be here. I will also check up him. Hare Krishna, thank you very much.